Alright, welcome back to Castle Grounds Apiary. Today we are going to go over the June 2021 YouTube Beekeeper analysis numbers. Now I know we're halfway through July and I apologize for that. The 4th of July holiday kind of got in the way, and then a couple days later I did record this video and then I went to edit it and realized I had no audio. And these videos are much less interesting without the audio. So here I am, July 14th, finally getting to the June number. So like I said, I apologize, but here we are. So let's go ahead and we're going to go over the high level numbers, and then we'll dive into specific YouTube channels, look at some comparisons, and then we'll wrap it up. For June, total views on our YouTube beekeeping channel, 5,621,076 views. If you'll recall, May was a very similar story. It was 5,497,000. So we are up a little bit from May, but compared to April, which may end up being the annual peak, May was 9.4 million. May was an awesome month. To give you a little bit of a frame of reference, March was 5.5 million as well. Let's jump back one more month. 3.4 million. So it's going to take some time to really understand what an average is on a monthly basis, what it is on a seasonal basis, what it is year to year. So who knows what we'll find out. All we know is that June at 5.6 million is a little bit better than May, but significantly lower than April. But who knows? April might have just been a unusually good month. So let's look at what makes up the 5.4 million. As always, the big four are leading the charge. And when I say the big four, I'm referring to Barnyard Bees, JP the Bee Man, 628 Dirt Rooster, and Frederick Dunn. All four of those guys have over 30 million views apiece. And the next closest, what is the next closest? Not even close. I mean, it's a runaway. The next closest, is Ian Stepler, Canadian Beekeepers Blog, at 15 million. So the top four, tight-knit group, and everybody else is chump change compared to those four. So it makes sense that how they do really defines how the community does, with some exceptions, but that's how it's been, at least since I've been collecting data since December. So speaking of the big four, 628 Dirt Rooster, who I find quite enjoyable, he put up 303,000 views with 2,000 new subscribers gained. That's commendable. It's only 1.8% growth on the period, and that growth, let me remind you, is based on subscribers, not on views. So 2,000 views, 1.8% growth is pretty good. He had a decent video this month. Let's see if we can jump over to it. Bees on the Crapper, which I found to be pretty good. It was funny. He removed bees out of a travel trailer toilet. Here we can see it here. This is a good video. What's funny is in this video he mentioned that he is trying to find ways to be more appealing to non-bee centric audiences. And you'll notice here he changed his name recently. It used to just be 628 Dirt Rooster. Now it's 628 Dirt Rooster Bees. So he is kind of rebranding himself in a way, but also trying to appeal to a broader audience. So don't know what that's about, but he's still cranking out good stuff. He hasn't done many videos in this period. Let's look. 2 videos in June. But he still garnered 303,000 views. Now, again, I should say that these views in period are not pulled from the videos posted in period. So he doesn't have 303,000 views on the 2 videos posted in that period. He posted 2 videos in June, and he has 303,000 total views on his channel. That's an important thing to remember, because he could have had a viral view from a year ago, which he has, that is driving most of his views, maybe not his most recent views. And that's just because it would be quite tiresome to also have a column of views in period on videos in period. We won't even get into that. So anyway, let's move along. Frederick Dunn, the old consistent Frederick Dunn. I mentioned last month in our summary analytics recap video that he is smooth and steady. Same thing every single month. And that seems to be the case again. Whereas the other 3 of the big 4, David, JP, and 628, they kind of do this roller coaster ride. Fred is on the straight and narrow. Always 500,600,000 views. And again, this month is no exception. He's got 631,000 views, with 1,000 new subscribers. That puts him at 105. Less than 1% growth. Shows here 0.95% growth. And that's okay. He hasn't been making these videos as long, and he's just really building a foundation on these Q&As, these hour-long Q&A videos, which people seem to love. He really gets down into the nitty-gritty, goes over things thoroughly. This month, he had a good episode 112, I believe. He really went in depth onto the better comb, and it was good. Nothing new. Nothing's ever groundbreaking with Fred. Nothing's ever like, oh wow, this is an amazing swarm, or oh my God, I pulled a swarm out of a shoebox in my closet at my grandma's house kind of thing. It's just good information. So Fred is old Mr. Reliable. Barnyard Bees, they had 447,000 views this month, 2,000 subscribers, just like 628.99% growth. Pretty good, nothing crazy. He didn't post many videos. He also just posted 2 videos. It's not a crazy month, and the big 4 aren't posting that much. Not a surprise, and I don't know what the deal is there. He did have an ominous message, oops, wrong button, about hive beetles and wax moths this month. Where's it at? This one right here. Get ready for hive beetles and wax moths. So this was June 11th. He thinks signs are indicating that this is going to be a bad month for pests. And maybe it is. I don't know. We don't have a problem with wax moths. We don't have a big problem with hive beetles or mites either where we're at. So we're pretty lucky. And then finally, we'll look at JP the Bee Man. He's been kind of quiet. Let's look at how many videos he's posted. A big fat 0. JP, who is the Bee Man with 415,000 views, posted 0 videos and still got 1,000 subscribers. For the love of God, I just want 1,000 subscribers, and he gets that many in a month with 0 videos posted. But that's what happens when you're the Bee Man. You don't have to post videos, and you still get really great numbers. So I can't show you anything he posted this month because that's just the way it is. Who are the up-and-comers? We all know Vino Farms, Jim over there with his bee barn mega frame operation is making a pretty good impression. He had just under 250,000 views with 1,600 new subscribers. That puts him at 1.67% growth on period, which is the best we've reviewed yet. not bad, not bad. He posted 2 videos, not getting too crazy. He posted videos where the thumbnail had a big fireball on his hive, which was what I would consider to be clickbait, but that's fine. Everyone clickbaits, so whatever. Anyway, he made a comment about how his new hive design is exponentially better than his former designs, which was a traditional Langstroth hive, and it's because he's not bearding yet this year, and he was last year, and he chalks that up to improved insulation value, which I 100% agree that his new design is better insulated than the previous, but I would also say that he's bringing up a brand new nuke that can barely fill their box, and he's comparing it to an established hive that was bursting at the seams. So that's not an apples to apples comparison in my mind, but who am I to say? He obviously knows what he's doing. Oh, why am I not showing you that while I'm talking? I'm trying to do this picture-in-picture video real time, and it's not as easy as I thought. So you see this picture here where his hive is on fire? He tricked me. I clicked on it thinking, oh my God, his bees are so hot. I'm a sucker. But they weren't hot. They were doing fine. He just wanted you to click the video. Whatever. Anyway, who else do we want to talk about? We've got to talk about our blondie Erica Thompson at Texas Bee Works. She got 233,000 views in June. She gained 11,000 subscribers. She is taking the cake for growth on period at 21.28%. That's huge. Anybody who gets 20% growth on period month over month is going to be an absolute juggernaut. However, we know that this is going to eventually slow down. She only posted 1 video in period. She still had a hell of a month. Let's see the video she posted. I think this is one with the washing machine. It's crazy how well I know these videos by heart. Yes. Excuse me. A washing machine full of bees. Does anyone else get the vibe that last year someone, not talking about Texas Bee Works, went around and placed nukes inside weird things so that a year later, today, she could uncover these weird wild ass cutouts? No, that's definitely not what happened. Anyway, I don't mean to criticize. She obviously is doing a good job, and I enjoy her videos. It just seems a little, weird that she keeps stumbling upon these really interesting opportunities and no one else does. But whatever. It's good stuff. I support her. And she is taking it on the chin. I don't know if you follow her on Instagram, but she is posting a lot of the Texas Bee Work parodies on her Instagram, and they're pretty funny. So if you haven't seen those, you should check them out. So I mentioned that she does have the highest growth on period with that 21%. And that is true. Hang on, where am I at? Right here, 21%. However, she's got the highest growth on period if you consider, 10,000 plus subscribers. But on the whole, the channel with the total greatest subscriber growth is, drumroll, Castle Grounds Apiary. We're up 37.8%. Not trying to brag. We gained 31 total subs in June, which is pretty good on 50. But I understand that's easy to do when you don't even have 100 subs yet. So Erica Thompson is winning the race there. Smaller channels do have higher numbers, of course, as a percentage. I do want to mention there was another channel. Which one was it? David Burns. He made a pretty strong surge in June. He had over 250,000 views, so one of the top total views in the beekeeping world. and had 2,800 new subscribers at 4.3%. But he's just really cranking out good content. Let me show you what I'm talking about. He's kind of just getting into like the real world questions and answers. Not like Fred. Fred's like scientific. David, not saying he's not scientific, but he's more like, the average Joe beekeeper that's like, hey, how am I supposed to mow my yard around my bees? Or, hey, how am I supposed to paint my hive around my bees? It's like really good, just informative information, and people are responding well to it. So kudos to you, Dave. And then who else we got? I wanted to mention our friends at the Honeystead. Where are they? I know you're here somewhere. Where's the Honeystead? There's so many. There's so many. Did I pass it? I must have passed it. I'm sorry. This is why I don't do things in like real time. Oh, here it is. Sorry. The Honeystead. 200,000 views. Doing a really good job over there. 2,600 additional subs in period at a 6.5% growth. That is very, very good. Oh, what am I doing? I'm messing my stuff up. No, not that. Why is April over here? Sorry. Jesus. Okay. So the Honeystead, they posted 7 videos, which that definitely helps. Big views. Lots of subscribers. Really just doing a good job. If you're wondering what this red box here in the center is, my data entry guy, aka my 14-year-old son, had a typo here and had them at 600,000 views in this period, and that's not the case. It was actually much less. So we got to go in and fix that. But I had to mark that because that number stood out to me, and had to go in and fact check him to see what was the deal. So he's doing, or the Honeystead is doing great. Let's look at total videos because, I wanted to mention this. Someone wondered if May numbers were not inflated because of just a super high total video posted count. And I thought, well, that's a good question. Maybe that is the case. So let's look at April. 9.4 million views with 182 videos posted. Seems like a lot, right? Let's look at March with their 5.4 million views. 171 videos posted. So they're both trending up. Maybe that makes sense. But let's look at May with the 5.5 million views. 313 videos posted. Man, we spammed the universe in May with videos, 313, and still had less than 5.5 million. And in June, our numbers were 5.6 million. Oh my God, learn how to use a mouse. 5.6 million and 264 videos. So since April, which was our biggest month, we have posted significantly, like huge percentage increased total videos per month, per period, than we did in that April time frame. And total views are still down. So to be expected. I mean, swarm season is really gone. New, like, how to start a beehive interest is gone. So maybe 5 million is really kind of it, and that's why we make these videos, to understand what is the ceiling for beekeeping views month to month, year to year, average per channel. That's why we're doing this, just to get that understanding. But anyway, I hope I covered everything in detail. I do mean to spend more time and look closer at some of these smaller channels. And usually I run out of time. There was one, and I can't remember, that I really wanted to highlight. and I'm not prepared enough. Just how it goes. So next month I will, instead of focusing on the big four, next month I'm going to focus on top growth of less than 5,000 subscriber channels. I'm always looking at big dogs. Let's kind of look at the small fish that are really grinding it out, and we'll see how that goes. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. As always, I appreciate the comments and likes. Thanks for watching.